والحمد لله الذي لا إله إلا هو على ما من به علينا من النعم الكثيرة الظاهرة والباطنة. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلوات الله وسلامه عليه. Amma ba'd, by the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. All praise belongs to Allah, the one that there's none that has the right to be worshipped except Him, who has bestowed upon us blessings in abundance, those blessings that are numerous. And I bear witness that none has the right to be worshipped other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He's alone, without having any partners. And I bear witness that Muhammad ibn Abdullah, that he is his servant and his messenger. May the peace and salutations of Allah be upon him and his family, his companions, and upon all those who follow, upon his guidance to the establishment of the last day. To proceed, ikhwan, Allahumma inna na'udhu bika min ilmin la yanfa' wa min qalbin la yakhsha' wa min nafsin la tashba' wa min du'a'in la yusma'. Verily, Allah, we seek refuge with you from knowledge that has no benefit, and from a heart that has no fear, and from a soul that has no satisfaction, no contentment, and from a dua that goes unanswered, To proceed, ikhwan, ونرحب بكم جميعا إلى هذه السلسلة العلمية بأن ندرس شيئا ما من علم الفقه. من علم الفقه. So welcome each and every one of you to this series of lessons, whereas we're learning tonight from the science of al-fiqh. From the science of al-fiqh. مع فضيلة الإمام الشيخ عبد الرحمن بن ناصر السعدي رحمه الله تعالى. As we're learning from the noble Sheikh Abd al-Rahman ibn Nasir al-Sa'di, may Allah Ta'ala have mercy upon him. من كتابه Minhaj Saalikeen. Minhaj Saalikeen. As we're learning from his book, the methodology of the traveler, في علم الفقه, and the science of al-fiqh. فأين وصلنا يا إخوان? Where did we arrive? وصلنا إلى
نحن في
صفة الوضوء،
باب المسح،
مسح الخفين،
المسح على الخفين. جميلا. طيب، قال السعدي رحمه الله تعالى, the Imam Al-Sa'di, may Allah have mercy upon him, he continues, قال فصل في المسح على الخفين والجبيرة. So he says, chapter, wiping over the two leather socks and the jabira. Like if you have a wound and it has a bandage or bandage. It can also be, for example, sometimes how you wrap your scarf. You could call that a jabira, like the turban also. قال بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فإن كان عليه خفان ونحوهما مسح عليهما. If the person is wearing khuf, two leather socks, then he wipes over both of them. في حال الوضوء, meaning when you're making wudu. وقلنا قبل يا إخوان أن المسح على الخفين أفضل من النزع منهما. We mentioned some time ago that when it comes to making wudu, if you have two leather socks, is it better to wipe over them while you're making wudu, or to remove them? قلنا أن المسح عليهما أفضل وهذا من السنة. We mentioned that wiping over the two khufs is better than removing them, and this is actually the sunnah. سؤال الأول, question number 1. إذا العبد يريد أن ينزع خفيه ما حكم هذا? If someone is making wudu and they just want to take their khufs off and wash their feet, what's the ruling of that?
يجوز
هذا جائز وقد يكون مكروها. It's allowed, but it can also be hated. It's allowed, there's no sin there, but it can be hated. لأن السنة تخالف ذلك. لأن السنة السلام عليكم يا أخي كيفك؟ May Allah bless you. Why do we say it can be hated? Because ماذا? Because the sunnah contradicts. Our sister says, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Can you guys check the speaker? We can't hear anything. Someone check the, where's our Sheikh Ahmed Tana Muhammad? Somebody check the
number 2. Volume or channel number 2.
No.
Put it up.
Yeah. Check the volume and then check the channel 6.
طيب. Why is that? Could be hated because the sunnah contradicts that. The sunnah opposes that. لكن الأصل أنه جائز. But the origin once again is that it is allowed. المسح عليهما أفضل. To wipe over the socks is better. في حال الوضوء. والله أعلم. While you're making wudu, this is better. And Allah knows best. قال سعدي رحمه الله إن شاء يوما وليلة للمقيم. لعلنا قرأنا هذا. I think we read that, ya ikhwan. If the person wills, he's wearing the khufs, he's making wudu, he wipes over them. If he's a resident, he has a whole day and an entire night. And he's allowed, and yamsaha alayhima, that he's allowed to wipe over them for an entire day and an entire night. وثلاثة أيام ولياليهن للمسافر. And for the traveler, he is allowed ماذا? To wipe for the duration of 3 days and 3 nights. بشرط أن يلبسهما على طهارة, with one condition, that he puts them on while he is in a state of purification. فائدة يا إخوان, a benefit. كلام السعدي رحمه الله تعالى المراد هنا يشترط للمقيم ويشترط للمسافر. The speech of Al-Sa'di here means the condition is for the resident and for the traveler. If the person puts on his khuf, يشترط عليه إذا يريد أن يمسحها عليهما في الوضوء الثاني أن يدخلهما عليه على نفسه على طهارة. Meaning, the person makes wudu, washes his feet, and then puts his 2 leather socks on. His new wudu comes, he wants to make a wudu. As long as he put these socks on while he's pure, he can do so. وَلِلْمُقِيمِ يَوْمًا وَلَيْلًا. For the resident, you can keep your leather socks on for a whole day and a whole night. يقول الشخص متى يغتسل؟ متى يأخذ دش? Someone's going to say, when is he going to wash? He doesn't take a shower. طيب لا تغضب علي وأنا لا أدعوكم لهذا. وعليكم السلام شيخ.
Sheikh, Hashma called me.
Huh?
He told me first when I was leaving from Medina, and he called me again. He said, I want you to what's the Sheikh and salam from me and the
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Our Sheikh Hishmatullah said the salam to
He
Ikhwan.
give it to me to the Sheikh.
Oh, Allahu Akbar, ya Ikhwan. May Allah reward our Sheikh. We just talking about gifts the other day. We miss Hishmatullah, ya Ikhwan. He brightens up the masjid. Many of you do also. He adds more nur to the masjid, MashaAllah ta'ala. Someone's going to say, of course he does. He's from Afghan. He's white. We don't mean like that, ya Ikhwan. His manners, his character, alhamdulillah, always so kind. Alhamdulillah, like most of you, mashallah ta'ala. أحسن شيء أرى منكم ليس شعركم ليس حسن صورتكم ليس حسن قراءتكم في القرآن لا الذي أرى شيء أفضل من هذا. The best thing I see from this blessed community, وأنا لا أتكلم عن مسجد آخر لا أبدا, and I'm not saying anything bad about another community. That's not our Islam. We're just talking about this masjid tonight. From the most beautiful thing I witnessed from you all, I can mention 2. It's not your nice hair. Our brother from Afghan had that nice hair. Ahmed, Shoaib, Omar. It's not none of that, ya ikhwan. It's not Mada, your beautiful faces. It's not that. It's not your nice recitations. It's not none of that, ya ikhwan. From the best things I see from you, I can mention 2. وهذا رأيي. This is my humble opinion. ولا أريدكم أن تغضبوا علي. أنا أخوكم وأنتم إخوان لي. And I don't want no one to get offended. I'm your brother. You're my brother. From the best things I see in this community, number one, من حسن أخلاقكم. Number one, from your nice manners that you have with one another. حتى الآن ما رأيت إلا شخصين اثنين يجادلان. And how many months we've been here? This is my third visit. I visited you guys before, twice. This is the longest we stayed with you. I've only seen one argument, two brothers arguing. In 3 visits, look how many blacks are here. Africans not arguing, Arabs not arguing, Egyptians not arguing, African Americans not arguing. That's strange. That's a blessing from Allah. Usually when the Somalians get together, oh, mashallah, no problem. 2 brothers arguing. That's good, yeah. I'll take that. That's tremendous. From the little boys, we've seen 1 fight. Our little bully, of course, the bully was bullying somebody. 1 fight. Alhamdulillah, that's awesome. طيب. And the second thing, يا إخوان, هذا المسجد يصلي معنا كل شخص من اختلاف البلدان في مسجد واحد في صلاة واحد في دروس واحد بدون إشكالات بدون ماذا الجدال وهذا نادر جدا وهذا من نعمة الله تعالى عليكم. From the most beautiful things I've seen from you brothers and sisters, this community thus far, and we're not talking about no one else, is strange, is rare, because you have so many different ethnicities in one masjid. So many different races. This one is African, this one is Arab, this one is from Afghan, this one is from America, this one is from China, this one is a white man from Kansas City, born here, and they all pray together. This one is Pakistani, in the same masjid, in the same row. We only see maybe one time when somebody put his black foot next to a white foot. That's a joke, يا إخوان. That's rare, يا إخوان. في أغلب الأوقات الأفريقيون يصلون معهم والأفغانيون يصلون معهم والباكستانيون يصلون معهم والأمريكيون يصلون معهم. Usually, how does it go? This masjid over here, the Africans go over there and pray. They don't pray nowhere else. This masjid over here, the Afghanis, they have their own masjid. That's usually how it goes. The Pakistanis, they usually have their own masjid. The African Americans have their own masjid. The white man has his own masjid. That's the norm. That's the usual how it goes. But here, it's حملا يا إخوان. كلكم من بلاد مختلف. وكلنا نحاول أن نتبع ماذا؟ سنة واحدة. سنة النبي عليه الصلاة والسلام. All of us are from different places. MashaAllah. And we come together, studying together, learning together, and we're all trying to follow one sunnah. Not my sunnah, not your sunnah, not her sunnah. No, the sunnah of the Prophet. عليه الصلاة والسلام. وهذا من نعمة الله تعالى علينا. That's from the blessings of Allah Ta'ala upon us all. يا إخوان. May Allah bless you all. طيب نمشي. Let's continue. قال سعدي رحمه الله. As-Sa'di continues. May Allah have mercy upon him. قال ولا يمسحهما إلا في الحدث الأصغر. Benefit number 1. Benefit number 1. The person wearing the khufs, he cannot wipe over them إلا في الحدث الأصغر. في الحدث الأصغر. He can only wipe over them if he is in the minor impurification. He's in the minor impurification, if I can say that. He's in the al-hadath al-asghar, laysa al-akbar. He's in the minor impurities, not the major.
You said he can't or can't?
Can't. لا يمسحهما إلا في الحدث الأصغر. The man, he made his wudu. Then he broke his wudu. إذا يحتاج إلى الغسل لا يجوز له أن يمسح على الخفين لا لأنه يحتاج إلى الغسل يحتاج إلى الغسل. The man has on his leather socks or the woman. You don't see it a lot, but the woman can also wear leather socks. هذا ليس للرجال فقط. It's not just for the men. لا يرى كثيرا عند النساء. You just don't see it a lot amongst the women. هذا للرجال وللنساء. This sunnah is for the men and the women. It's for the men and the women. The man or woman has on their leather socks. Then they wipe over them. طيب. ثم ينقض الوضوء. Then they break their wudu. Then they go to wipe over the leather socks again in the next wudu. إذا يحتاج إلى الغسل هذا لا يجوز. If they are in need of a ghusl, then this is not allowed. They can't just wipe over the leather socks. They have to wash the entire body. إذا يكون في الحدث الأصغر جائز. If they are in the minor impurity, then it's allowed. If they are in the minor impurity, it's allowed. طيب الثانية benefit number 2 الحدث ينقسم إلى القسمين. الحدث ينقسم إلى القسمين. The impurity or the state of being impure will be more accurate translation. The state of being impure ينقسم إلى القسمين is divided into two types. Divided into two types. الحدث الأصغر, the minor impurity, والأكبر, and the major impurity. Impurities are the state of being impure is divided into two parts, two types. الحدث الأصغر, the minor impurity or the state of the minor impurity, والأكبر, and the state of the major impurity. فالحدث الأصغر هو حال العبد حينما يحتاج إلى الوضوء أو التيمم. The minor impurity or the state of the minor impurity, what is it? حال العبد حينما يحتاج إلى الوضوء أو التيمم. It's the state of being impure, that the servant is in need of a wudu or tayammum. The wudu or tayammum. والحدث الأكبر, and the minor state of impurity, هو حال العبد حينما يحتاج إلى الغسل. حال العبد حينما يحتاج إلى الغسل. The major state of impurity. What is it? The condition in which the servant is in need of a ghusl, the full body bath. So we have two categories, al-asghar wal-akbar, the minor, the state of the minor impurity, and the state of the major impurity. What's the minor state of the minor impurity? Man yuridu, you can repeat, Sheikh Muhammad.
In need of wudu or tayammum.
The hal of the servant, the condition of the servant, whereas he's in need of wudu or tayammum. Wal-akbar, Ahmed?
Needs ghusl.
When the person is in need of a ghusl. فالسعد يبين هنا إذا العبد في حال الثانية لا يجوز له أن يمسح على خفيه. So Al-Sa'di is clarifying here, if the person is in the major state of impurity, he doesn't have relations with his wife, or his right hand possessed, there are no right hand possessors now, ya ikhwan. طيب, he has a dream in which al-mani kharaja minhu. He has a dream in which, while he's sleeping, he dreams he's with his wife, and some fluids come from his body. So he's in a state of janaba. So he has to make a ghusl.
Is it possible, if you have no water and you're in the major impurity, you can do tayammum, right?
If you don't have no water, ما عندك الماء ويحتاج إلى الغسل, يجوز لك أن يتيمم. أن تتيمم. نعم. If the person has to make ماذا a wudu, have to make a ghusl, but they have no water. They can't get no water. Is it allowed for them to make tayammum? The answer is yes.
Would it be the same way?
Would be the
Is
same.
it like the same, just hands and face?
Hands and face? No. So the sifa of the tayammum, لا يتغير. The description of tayammum doesn't change. So you're going to do the same thing. طيب سؤال from Muhammad's question. إذا العبد ماذا في ماذا الأكبر ويلبس الخفين وما عنده الماء فماذا يفعل بخفيه؟ ماذا يفعل بخفيه؟ The man is in need of a ghusl. He's in the state of janaba, in the state of major impurity. He needs a ghusl. طيب, and he has water. He needs a ghusl. What does he do when he gets to his feet? When he gets to his leather socks? He needs a ghusl.
He's going to wash them.
طيب, he's going to wash them. طيب, let's make it more. He has water, but not enough to make the ghusl. He has water, but not enough to make a ghusl. Does he make wudu or does he make tayammum?
He's going to make
Tayammum. Wudu. Wudu.
So he's in the Hadith al-Akbar, right?
He's in major impurity.
Tayammum.
Tayammum. If his water, he doesn't have an adequate amount of water to make the ghusl. He's afraid. إذا يكون خائفا. If he's afraid, هذا الماء لا يكفي. This amount of water, I can't make a ghusl with that. If he can't make a wudu, he has a little bit of water. He can't make a ghusl. Does he make the wudu or tayammum?
tayammum.
Tayammum. You guys different. Tayammum.
Sheikh, does he use the water to wash his private and then make tayammum?
Ahmed says, my good answer. Let's join together. I'm going to make part wudu and part tayammum. Good answer. No, that's good try.
Hadith say يكفيك
And يضرب على الأرض.
Yeah.
The strongest position here will be if he doesn't have enough water. He has a couple of drops of water. He can't make a ghusl from this. And he can't get water nowhere else. He will search for water. There's no water nowhere. Just this little half a cup of water. ماذا and tayammum. In this situation here, it'd be better for him to make tayammum. So you brothers that said tayammum will be more accurate. Wallahu a'lam. واستدل هنا بعض العلماء بقوله تعالى فاتقوا الله ما استطعتم. The scholars they use a proof from the statement of Allah where Allah Ta'ala says fear Allah to the best of as much as you are able. So you don't have the ability to make this ghusl from, so now you would fear Allah and you're only going to substitute this tayammum for that water because you are in need of it. There's no other remedy. وَإِذَا جَاءَ الْمَاء بَعْدَ ذَلك لَيْسَ عَلَيْكَ أَن تُعِيدَ لَيْسَ عَلَيْكَ أَن تُعِيدَ. And just say an hour passes and now here comes Amazon with the water. Now do you have to repeat? The answer is no. That tayammum is in place of your ghusl. You don't have to make a new ghusl now. You can, but you don't have to. Because at that time, you feared Allah to the best of your ability. Although now you have water, at that time, you didn't have water. لكان أولى للعبد أن ينتظر إلى قرب الصلاة إذا يمكنه. It may have been better, none of you said this, that the person waits as much as he can to get closer to the salah. So hopefully he will come across some water, for example. If we have hours from Fajr, and this happens to the man tonight, we'll say, inshallah, be patient, wait, get close to the time that you came to the salah. Now the salah is upon you, there's nothing else to do, make your tayammum. You fear Allah Ta'ala to the best of your ability. You guys be careful, ya ikhwan, don't fall, be careful. No falling. Bismillah. Right? Be careful. Have fun, but be careful. May Allah bless you both. طيب والله أعلم إن الله تعالى knows best. طيب أعطيكم فائدة يا إخوان. I'll give you a benefit. هذه الفائدة من إمام سيبوي. لا من شيخ سيبوي. This benefit here comes from Imam al-Sibawayh, rather from his sheikh. The sheikh of Imam al-Sibawayh. وهو الإمام خليل ابن أحمد الفراهيدي رحمه الله تعالى. خليل ابن أحمد الفراهيدي. وهو كبير في النحو وفي الصرف وفي الإعراب. هو إمام في علم اللغة. في علم اللغة. He was a great scholar of Arabic. Some say even greater than Sibawayh. he was his shaykh. And grammar, and nahu, and syntax, and i'rab. MashaAllah. طيب. قال الرجال أربعة. He says, when it comes to individuals, they are divided into 4 types of people. When it comes to every individual, every person. It's a beautiful speech here. When it comes to every person, you can divide them into 1 of 4 groups. قال رجل يدري ويدري أنه يدري فهذا عالم فاسألوه. He says the first group, a man who knows, and he knows that he knows. This one is a scholar, so ask him. He has knowledge. He knows he has knowledge from Quran and Sunnah. This one is a scholar, so ask him. ثاني, second type, رجل يدري ولا يدري أنه يدري فهذا ناس فذكروه. The second type, a man who he knows, but he doesn't know that he knows. So this one is someone who forgot. So remind him. You learn something and you're trying to recall it. Oh, that hadith, mashallah. Oh, it's gone. That's the ayat. What's the surah? What's the surah? It leaves you. He didn't revise. Oh, that great Imam. I learned that. He left. فهذا يدري ولا يدري أنه يدري فهذا ناس فذكروه. The man who knows, but he doesn't know he knows. He left. He forgot. هذا ناس فذكروه. This one, he forgot. So remind him. Now it gets even more humbling. The next 2. He says, وَرَجُلٌ لَا يَدْرِي وَيَدْرِي أَنَّهُ لَا يَدْرِي فَهَذَا وَيَدْرِي أَنَّهُ لَا يَدْرِي فَهَذَا جَاهِلٌ فَعَلِّمُوهُ. He says, the third man, he does not know. He's ignorant. But he knows that he does not know. This one is ignorant, فَعَلِّمُوهُ. So teach him. The man who he doesn't know, he's ignorant. But he knows he's ignorant. It's most of us. We don't claim to have knowledge yet, ikhwan. The people say, why don't you call to your lessons more? Call to people to come study with you. You say, alhamdulillah, ikhwan. Whoever wants to come study, let them study. We're Muslims. We call to the book of Allah and the Sunnah of His Messenger, alayhi salatu wasalam. We don't call to ourselves. Never. You don't find the message, the companions of the Prophet of Allah doing that. They call to the Quran and the Sunnah. They call to the Quran and the Sunnah. We don't call to our masjid. No, come to our masjid. This is the only masjid in the world. This is the only masjid on the East Coast. Not East Coast. Midwest. We're the ones. No, yeah. ندعو الناس للكتاب والسنة من الكتاب والسنة. We call the people to the Quran and Sunnah by way of the Quran and Sunnah. We call them to the Quran and Sunnah from the Quran and Sunnah. هذا من سنة النبي. وهذا من سنة الله. This is the Sunnah of the Prophet and the Sunnah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We don't call the people to ourselves. No. طيب. رابعا, the last man gets even more humbling. قال رجل لا يدري ولا يدري أنه لا يدري فهذا أحمق فاجتنبوه. The last man, he doesn't know. He's ignorant. But he doesn't know that he doesn't know. It's the worst type of harm. هذا أحمق. This one is a fool, an imbecile, a foolish man. فاجتنبوه. So stay away from him. Someone who doesn't know that he doesn't know. هذا شر جدا. That's an evil person. He's going to do much corruption in the land. هو لا يدري. المشكلة أنه لا يدري. لا, هذا عادي. المشكلة أنه لا يدري أنه لا يدري. The issue is not that he doesn't know. That's normal. You're not going to know everything. I don't know. The problem is that you don't know that you don't know. That's dangerous. طيب. فهذه الفائدة من الإمام خليل ibn Ahmed رحمه الله. This benefit was from the great Imam Khalil ibn Ahmed. May Allah have mercy upon him, ya ikhwan. 4 types of people. Every type of person is going to fit here. Either you know, and you know that you know. That's the scholars. Or you don't know, and you know that you don't know. That's the student of knowledge, trying to learn. So you teach him. Alhamdulillah. Or the one who, he doesn't know, but he knows he doesn't know. That's beautiful. He's not going to do no harm. إِذَا سُئِلَ عَنْ شَيْءٍ يَعْلَمُ يُلْقِي. If he's asked about something he knows, he gives it. He's asked about something لا يعلم يقول لا يعلم. He's asked about something he doesn't know. He's not going to make no ayat up, no hadith up, no principles up. No, he's going to say, Allah alam, I don't know. وَلَا يَسْتَحِي أَن يَقُولْ لَا عَالَمْ. And he's not going to be shy. Sometimes the people that seek knowledge, they memorize, they feel, I have to answer every question. You see them on the mic, you see them on the TV, on the computer, on the websites. Every question, you're barely going to hear, I don't know. Next. Nope, don't know that one either. Next. No, don't know that one either. You're barely going to hear that. When the people are in front of them, it's like you fear. Oh, I can't say I don't know in front of the people. I'm the shaykh. I'm the this. La la la. لا تستحيوا أبدا. Don't ever be shy. فالذي يعلم أنه لا يعلم هذا علم هو يخاف من الله وهذا أعظم علم تقوى. The one who doesn't know and he's not afraid to say he doesn't know. He has knowledge. He has knowledge of Allah. Allah is watching him. This is at-taqwa, the greatest form of knowledge. طيب نمشي. Let's continue يا إخوان. قال سعدي رحمه الله وعن أنس بن مالك مرفوعا. And on the authority of Anas, and this hadith is مرفوع. ما معنى مرفوع? What does it mean مرفوع يا إخوان? It goes back, it's attributed to the Messenger عليه الصلاة والسلام. قد يكون حسنا, قد يكون ضعيفا, قد يكون ماذا؟ صحيحا. It can be hasan, it can be ضعيف, and it can be authentic. قال إذا طيب السؤال الثالث. Question number 3. كيف العبد يعلم هل المرفوع صحيح؟ المرفوع حسن؟ المرفوع ضعيف؟ How do you know? If marfu' means it's attributed to the Prophet, how would you know if it's authentic, if it's hasan, if it's da'if? How do you know? Ahsant. If it fits the criterion of sahih, it's sahih. If it fits the criterion of hasan, it's. If it doesn't meet the criterion of hasan, it's da'if. MashaAllah ya ikhwan. لعلكم استفدتم. Perhaps you guys benefited, MashaAllah. أنا ظننت عندنا في الدرس أنا أراكم كاتبين وما ننظر إلى دفاتركم لعلكم يرسمون كتبا أو شمسا أو شجرة أو شخصا يلعب كرة السلة أو لا أعلم بالضبط. I see you guys writing in class. I don't really check you guys' notes. Maybe I need to start checking your Quran. Perhaps some of you are writing a sun, a moon, a tree, a man playing ball, shooting hoops. I see the people writing, mashallah. But we never go over and look. Maybe you think he's writing, he's LeBron James, just had 21. Oh, alley-oop off the backboard. Kobe. Maybe we need to start checking your ikhwan. Someone said earlier, are the classes in the masjid equal to the classes online? Al-jawabu la abadan. The answer is never. The lessons when you're in the circles is not like the benefit when you're home on the YouTube. Two different nafa', two different benefits ya ikhwan. Al-aslu al-halaqa fil masajid. The origin is the circles of knowledge in the masjid.
Does the malaika still make dua for you?
Al-jawabu narju min Allah. Naam. We hope that you get the same reward when you're sitting in your house watching a lesson. We hope. Al-asl al-dhahab ila dars. The origin is that you go to the lessons. You leave out and you go to the lessons. لكن إذا عبد ينوي الذهاب ومنع من سبب إسلامي فإن شاء الله يؤجر بنيته والله أعلم. The person intends to go out to the circles, but an Islamic reason stops him from going. But his intent, be careful, no falling. I saw you almost take it down. Be careful, little sheikh. No falling. I want you to do that without the chairs. Let me see you do that movie you was doing without the chairs. Right? No falling. We had enough accidents. I remember the first accident we had in class was so sad, I almost cried. We having a good time in class, and then the last half hour, I couldn't control the class. Sometimes they listen to me, most times they don't. طيب. Second half of the class, I just couldn't calm down. I said, I got too much, I can't quit. I got a half hour left. I can't put him on punishment that long. Okay, what I do, Bismillah, Bismillah. I said, hey, Joe Jameen, it's beautiful outside. let's go outside and have some fun. So we go outside. I gave them some workouts. We had to do squats from here all the way to the gate. They was hurting. I was hurting. I didn't do squats that long in years. From here all the way to the gates. We was sore. They still wasn't tired. Like, still playing and jumping and flipping. I said, these kids, mashallah. So I said, let's play. 10 minutes left. Let's play some relay race. Girls against the boys. Everybody likes that. We was having so much fun, so much fun. No accidents. Allahu Akbar. I'm just making dua. Ya Allah, Ya Allah. You responsible for the kids. It's scary. I don't want no one to get hurt. The last little baby girl. Last sister. Ready, set, go. She takes off. Trips over her jilbab. And she didn't learn how to fall. She didn't put her hand down. So her shoulder hit the ground. And broke her shoulder. So you can imagine my sadness there, Juan. For the girl and her family. Now you got to stand up in front of his sister and his brother. You were watching the kids. It was an accident. You didn't do nothing. So I was just so shy and sad. And I don't think she came back to class yet. I ain't going back to that. I broke my arm in that class. But accidents do happen. But that was sad there, Juan. So we want no more accidents. When I see the kids, oh, be careful. I want nobody to get hurt no more. I hope that little baby girl's okay, Juan. Look, man, what was that girl's name, you know?
I forgot, but I was racing her.
Yeah, look, man was racing her. And she was winning.
Wasn't
She was dusting this look, man. She took off. Boom, boom. Look, man was like, oh. And then he running behind her. And then next thing you know, she tripped. And soon I heard it. So it was like a sound that you knew something. I was like, oh, stop. And then she hit her shoulder on the ground. And I think this lady had to pop it back in the socket. At any rate, ما رأيتها بعد هذا اليوم. We didn't see her after that. I'm pretty she's okay. We have to ask for her look, man, next Saturday. I don't know her name.
She switched.
She switched. Yeah, she probably at another masjid. I'm not going back to that masjid. I was really racing. I tripped. So I tried to help the baby girl. She was holding her arm. I wanted to just grab it and then pop it back in. But that hurts even more. So I said, what do I do? Just make dua. طيب, let's continue يا اخوان. قال سعد رحمه الله وعن انس بن مالك رضي الله عنه مرفوعا اذا توضا احدكم ولبس خفيه فليمسح عليهما وليصلي فيهما ولا يخلعهما ان شاء الا من جنابه. رواه الامام الحاكم. On the authority of Anas ibn Malik, this hadith is attributed to the Messenger of Allah. He said, if one of you makes wudu and he's wearing his 2 leather socks, then let him wipe over them and pray in them, and do not take them off if he wills, unless he is in a state of janaba. Collected by the Imam Al-Hakim. وصححه الحاكم. And this hadith was deemed authentic by the Imam Al-Hakim, وهو Abu Abdullah, and he is Abu Abdullah.
Can you repeat the hadith one more time?
إذا توضأ أحدكم. Write this hadith down, you can. First hadith of tonight. إذا توضأ أحدكم. If one of you makes wudu, ولبس خفيه. You sisters, write this hadith. And he's wearing the 2 khufs. فَلْيَمْسَحْ عَلَيْهِمَا. Then let him wipe over them. وَلْيُصَلِّ فِيهِمَا. And let him pray in them. وَلْيُصَلِّ فِيهِمَا. And let him pray in them. ولا يخلع عنهما. And he should not remove them. In sha'a, if he wills. إلا من جنابة. Unless he's in a state of major impurity. janaba. هذا الحديث صحيح أخرجه الحاكم. This hadith is authentic and it's collected by Imam Al-Hakim. Imam الحاكم فائدة a benefit وهو عند الإمام الدارقطني والبيحقي. A benefit of hadith, it's also collected by Imam Al-Bayhaqi and Imam Al-Darqutni. طيب نستفيد من هذا الحديث 3 فوائد. Let's write. There are 3 benefits of this hadith. 3 benefits of this hadith. Or we're going to extract 3 benefits of this hadith. الفائدة الأولى, benefit number 1. Benefit number 1. فضل لبس الخف. فضل لبس الخف. Benefit number 1. فضل لبس الخف. The virtues of wearing the leather socks. The virtues of wearing the leather socks. What was our last question number? That was question number 3. Question number 4. Question. يلبس المسلم خفين وهو لا يؤجر. A Muslim is wearing the khufs, but he doesn't get a reward. Who can explain? Accent. عدم النية لله. He doesn't have the intention for Allah. Question number 5. يلبس المسلم خفين ماذا يؤجر. The Muslim is wearing the khufs. Now he gets a reward. And his intention. هذا يدل على أهمية النية. This shows the importance of the good intention. 2 actions. One is rewarded, one is not rewarded. One is rewarded, one is not rewarded. The brother's going over his Quran, rewarded. Same surah, not rewarded. Third brother, haram. Who can explain? Same example. Reading Quran, reading Quran, reading Quran. 3 brothers, Muhammad, Ali, Mahmud. Muhammad, Ali, Mahmud. Ali, rewarded. Same surah, Baqarah. Mahmud, not rewarded. Right? But is that haram? Not rewarded. Right? That was the one? The kids? Who's over there? Ali. Muhammad, Ali, Mahmud. Mahmud's over there. Same surah, Baqarah. Haram. What he's doing gets a reward. What he's doing, no reward. What he's doing is haram. Who can explain? Sheikh Mar.
First one is for the sake of Allah.
First one, his intention for the sake of Allah, rewarded. Second brother is allowed, no reward.
Second, he's just doing it for just repeating after.
Just reciting to recite. Not for Allah's sake, but not for no other reason. Just grabs the Quran and just starts reading. But not for Allah. Maybe his tongue is tired. He's doing a workout, Tamreen al-Lisan. He's doing, you know how we go to the gym? His tongue is doing tongue ups. He's working out his tongue. Right? No reward there. No matter how much Quran he read. Allahu Akbar. Last brother? What's he doing? Sent Ar-Riya. He's showing off. كل هذا يدل على أهمية النية لله. All of these examples. Reward, same surah, Baqarah. Second brother, no reward. No intention. It's not for Allah. He's not, no intention. Just, hey, I'm not doing nothing. Hey, Alif Lam Mim. Why are you reciting? I'm just tired. Why are you reciting? I'm bored. No. Why are you reciting? For Allah. I'm trying to taqarrabu ila Allah. I'm trying to come close to Allah. That's why. طيب. Last brother, showing off. No matter how much Quran he recited, his is haram. And this shows the importance of intention. Man قال هذا, who used to say this? أشد ما أعالجه أو أشد شيء علي أعالجه النية. لا. ما عالجت شيئا أشد علي من نيتي. There's nothing more severe upon me that I had the remedy more so than my intention. Sheikh Umar. Sufyan al-Thawri. أحسنت. كل هذا يدل على أهمية النية وأصعب شيء خاصة في العبادة خاصة في طلب العلم معالجة النية. One of the most important for the Muslim, especially in worship, having a good intention. Especially for the student of knowledge. Especially nowadays. Why do we say nowadays?
Internet.
The internet. Everyone's a sheikh now. Everyone's a sheikh. The little cat walks past, hey, sheikh cat. Everyone's a sheikh. Everyone. Also, the internet has made everything famous now. العبد يعتمد الآن هو يتوقف ويصور نفسه عند الكعبة. Hey, أنا في العمرة ما شاء الله تعالى. Facebook, Instagram. The man is making umrah now. Umrah. Umrah. He gets at the Kaaba. He said, oh, I'm almost ready. Grabs his phone. This is me at the Kaaba, mashallah, I'm at the Umrah. That man is about to kiss the black stone and rub it. He said, oh, before the guard kicks him out, because they only give you a couple minutes. Hey, hold on, Mr. Guard. Oh, let me get, follow me on 111. I'm at the Kaaba. That's how we are. The man's giving sadaqah. Before he gives the sadaqah, hey, what's your handle? What's your Instagram handle? Oh, I'm at the masjid, mashallah. I'm on 8th and 7th. I'm just giving some sadaqah. Yeah, make sure you get my face. Yeah. Everything is instant, recorded, internet, everything. The woman makes food for her family. The little boy sits down, mashallah, ummi. Jamilun and mandar. It looks beautiful. Yurid an yakul. He goes to eat. Say, oh, sabran. Be patient. You see ummi looking for her phone. She has to take the picture and then upload it to Facebook, Instagram. Everything is recorded now. Everything. This is a reminder to myself firstly, and my brothers and sisters secondly, everything doesn't have to be recorded. From time to time, no problem. لكن كل شيء نسجل كل شيء ما من عبادات السؤال لماذا. Now we record everything from worship. Everything. These issues are from worship. The question is why? Sometimes, let's record, no problem. Everything has to go online. Everything. No, this is the harm of the internet. Shaitan is tricky, ikhwan. Now, the man has opened up the door of the masjid. As soon as he come in, yeah, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm the first one here. My name is, we know who you are, yahi. And he shows him open up the masjid. He's vacuuming the masjid. Yeah, you know I do this every Thursday, mashallah ta'ala. I saw brothers at a janazah. The Imam passed away, rahimahullah ta'ala, was murdered. I beloved Imam in Jersey. Rahimahullah ta'ala, may Allah have mercy upon him. People are at the janazah. We didn't get the chance to go, we saw it online. People are slapboxing at a janazah. MMA, at a janazah. People are recording. You see people at the janazah. Yeah, I'm at the janazah of the Shaykh, rahimahullah. Yeah, they throwing the dirt on him now. Everything has to be recorded. Janazahs now recorded. Janazahs now. Now Umrah. Now Hajj. People are doing the Jumrah. Yeah, you know, that was my fourth rock right there. My stuff for the Lord. People on making the sa'i. Running back from Safa al-Mar'ah. Making his dua. Recorded. Yeah, alhamdulillah, I was blessed to make Umrah, mashallah. You see the brother on Hajj with the selfie stick. His whole Hajj, holding his phone. Yeah, everything has to be recorded now. Everything. The camera is internet. Seeking fame, wanting to be famous. It's a reminder for myself firstly, my brother secondly. Seeking to be famous religiously is dangerous. This shows if I'm seeking status and I'm seeking fame, then I'm not doing it for Allah's sake. If I'm not doing it for Allah's sake. Look, man, tafadhal.
What if you're not doing it for like, showing off?
If you're not doing it showing off, that's one thing. What are you doing it for?
What if you're doing it for like family?
For family. If it's not for the sake of, if you're going to do something for the family, do it for them for the sake of Allah. You obey your parents for the sake of Allah. Whatever you're going to do min al-khayrat, from goodness, do it for Allah's sake.
Like for example, giving sadaqah, some people, their niyyah, usually they say their niyyah is to encourage people to donate.
طيب, that person doesn't get no reward.
If it's to encourage you.
That's his intention. You said to encourage people.
They're doing it for the sake of Allah, but they want more people.
That's different. If it's only to encourage, hey, ikhwan, everybody donate $500. Bismillah, hi. Why are you doing that? Hey, I'm trying to encourage. That's my only intention. I don't get a reward. To do it for Allah's sake, and I'm trying to encourage, that's something different.
But it's also not haram, right?
No, that's fine. That's different. To encourage, he doesn't get a reward.
But it's not haram.
It's like a reminder.
It's not haram on him. He just doesn't get accepted.
Okay.
He doesn't have the ikhlas al-niyyah, the intention.
Somebody asked a question
Fadl.
on
On the Telegram,
the YouTube.
what they say?
He said, "What's the book you're going in the conclusion of Bayquuniyyah?"
What's the book you guys are doing
Yeah.
after the completion of Bayquuniyyah? That's a good question, our brother Rashid Gharib. If I'm pronouncing your name incorrectly, Isbir Ma'i. Be patient with your brother. May Allah bless you. Or you can correct. What book are we going to do? That's a good question, inshallah. إما نمشي على نفس الطريق وندرس علم المصطلح في يوم الاثنين. يكون جميلا. نتكلم مع الإخوة إن شاء الله تعالى ثم نختار إن شاء الله تعالى. إما نغير إلى علم آخر أو موضوع آخر. والله أعلم. Either we're going to keep our Tuesday night's class as our Science of Hadith class night. And when we complete Bayquuniyyah, we're still going to keep Tuesday nights as the Science of Hadith night. And we'll go to another book in that same science. Or we'll talk amongst the brothers and sisters, inshallah. And if they want to stay with that same subject, or do we choose a different subject? Inshallah ta'ala, we'll see, inshallah. We have maybe 2 classes left. We probably can finish Al-Bayquuniyyah. We'll take our smart test and either keep that same subject or go to a different subject. That's a good question. May Allah bless you. What do you guys say, Ikhwan?
Stay
Stay in the same science?
Yeah.
The same night?
Yes.
That'd be a nice idea, Ikhwan. They are? They good? Well, no trouble from the girls there, Ikhwan.
Second argument.
Second argument. Look, man, ask them what they're arguing so we can write it down. Second argument in almost a year. We'll still take those odds. That's still good odds here, Juan. Man, Allah bless. The other night, when they was arguing, that was our first argument. The first time we saw. I mean, that's a good odds. Usually, I don't know, especially African Americans, Africans, Arabs, when they gather, somebody's going to argue. To have a community when the people don't argue a lot, that shows they have love for themselves, concern for each other. You rarely see that, Ikhwan. If you have a community where the people love each other, hold on and make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When was the last time we said to someone, hey, I love you, akhi, sleep well, may Allah bless you, talk to you soon. Just imagine hearing somebody say that to you. Forget you do it. Imagine اتصل بك شخص, somebody calls you. تسمعه يقول, and you hear him say, hey, لا أريد شيئا يا أخي, I don't want nothing. أردت أن أخبرك أني أحبك لله. Imagine your heart. I don't want nothing, ya akhi. Just wanted to say, I love you for all. I challenge one of you to do that tonight. All of you do that. Find someone, hey, Sheikh Myra, hey, I'm sorry to bother you, akhi. Just want to say I love you, akhi. Watch his face automatically. Oh, mashallah. That's natural, akhi. That's something we don't really do a lot of times. The sisters, especially the sisters, they call each other, hey, Assalamu alaikum, girl, how's everything? I just wanted to say I love you for Allah's sake. That's it? Yeah. That's why you call me? Yep. You don't want nothing? No. I just want to say I love you for Allah's sake. That's humbling, okay. These are things that we forget about the brother and the sisterhood of Al-Islam. So that'd be a good idea. Our brother Rashid, we're going to keep Tuesdays, inshallah, our Mustalah Hadith class night, inshallah. May Allah bless you. You study with us on Tuesdays? May Allah raise you. Let's continue, ikhwan. Let's get one more benefit, inshallah. Did we finish the hadith? First benefit of the hadith of Anas. Benefit number 1. Check them out. Ismaili. The virtues of wearing the khufs. The virtues of wearing the khufs. وقلنا هذا للنساء أيضا. We mentioned this is for the women too. لا يرى كثيرا. You don't see it a lot. لكن هذا جائز والسنة للنسوة كذلك. This is allowed, rather, is recommended for the women. You brothers that have khufs, wear them. Increase. It pleases us when we see our Shaykh Abdul Wahab with his khufs. It pleases us, ya ikhwan. MashaAllah, that's the sunnah. That's the sunnah. That's the first thing you think of. Sunnah. Alhamdulillah.
Does that mean we can't make yourself with these cotton socks?
It doesn't mean that. قلنا يا إخوان أن العلماء يختلفون. You guys stop playing on the door يا إخوان. خلاص. Either go with the girls or stay with us. Stop playing يا إخوان. May Allah bless you all. Leave. What they doing to the little boy يا إخوان? Come sit with me يا أخي. Come on, who's that? Safwan. Come here يا أخي. Come be in my video. Let me show our people Safwan. You want to see the handsomest little kid? Come on Safwan, get in our video. You mind if I record you? This is Safwan, ya ikhwan. Come on, sit with us. Give him a nice smile, Safwan. Nice. Gotta get all y'all now. The kids were on punishment earlier. I recorded them. They were on punishment, still flexing. Hey, yeah. I'm on. Hey, oh, I gotta get my little shit. Come on, ya akhi. And this, you thought his brother was handsome? This is a handsome little guy, ya akhi. Say assalamu alaikum to the people. MashaAllah. Come on, with me, you guys. Relax. What they was doing to you over there? Huh? You want to sit with me? Come sit here. Come on. Let me make sure I get you. See? You guys alright? They was messing with y'all? Look, man was doing it. Oh, you got a nice head, yeah, okay. Nice. You okay? You're gonna leave my buddy alone yet, Juan. I know it was Luke Man. We're gonna jump Luke Man. Next time Luke Man do something to you, tell us. We're gonna hold him down and you take all your licks back. Okay? I got you. Y'all leave him alone, Luke Man. Alright? Alright. Benefit number 2. We're gonna mention 3. Benefit number 2, ya ikhwan. Number 1. Fadlu libsi al-khufayn. Number 1. The virtues of wearing the leather socks. Number 2, يستحب للعبد لابس الخفين أن يمسح عليهما. يستحب للعبد لابس الخفين أن يمسحهما. Benefit number 2, the recommendation for the servant who's wearing the leather socks to wipe over them. The recommendation, number 1, the recommendation or the virtues of wearing the leather socks in general is recommended to wear it. Number 2, when you're making wudu, it's recommended to wipe over the leather socks. يستحب للعبد لابس الخفين أن يمسحهما. Number 2, it's recommended for the servant who is wearing the leather socks to wipe over them. تفضل شيخ.
Can you repeat it Arabic one more time?
يستحب للعبد اللابس الخفين. يستحب للعبد لابس الخفين أن يمسح عليهما. أن يمسح عليهما. يستحب للعبد اللابس الخفين أن يمسح عليهما. Is recommended for the servant who is wearing the leather socks that he wipes over them. That he wipes over them. Last benefit. يستحب الصلاة في الخفين. يستحب يستحب للعبد أن يصلي فيهما. يستحب للعبد أن يصلي فيهما. يستحب للعبد أن يصلي فيهما. Benefit number 3, last benefit of tonight, is recommended for the person to pray in his leather socks. It's recommended to wear them. It's recommended to wipe over them when you're making wudu. And it's recommended to pray in them. هذا للرجال والنساء. للرجال والنساء. This is once again, put your feet off the masjid's door. Put your feet down, may Allah bless you. I picture my video, ya akhi, and now you put your feet on the masjid's door. Tayyib. It's recommended to wear them. It's recommended to wipe over them, and it's recommended to pray in them. وفضل الخفين كثير. The virtues of wearing the leather socks, there are many يا إخوان. طيب نكتفي بهذا. We'll stop there. انتهينا من حديث أنس وعند الإمام الدارقطني والبيهقي والحاكم والله أعلم وهو صحيح. This hadith of Anas is collected by الدارقطني, البيهقي, and al-Hakim, and it's authentic. And this was the opinion of Imam al-Hakim. Oh, the Amira.
I wanted to ask, Masah,
No.
is it when you make wudu at home and then you put the socks on before leaving the house, or right after wudu?
Good question. When you make the wudu and you put your leather socks on, is the masah when you first put them on? What else?
Until you have that wudu.
Hey, you break this wudu, you make a new wudu. So when you first make your first wudu, you're not doing no masah here. Your first wudu, for example, usually in the morning. You wake up and you make your first wudu. Usually you wash your feet. Usually you wash your feet. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. That matters. طيب, then you put on your khuffain, the 2 leather socks. ثم جاء صلاة الظهر. Dhuhr comes, you still have on the same leather socks. لكن نقض الوضوء, but you broke your wudu. You went to sleep. You أحدث, you passed gas. نمت, you went to sleep. What else, ya ikhwan? Use the back accent. You did number 1, number 2, or both. Right. Sometimes you say, you're doing number 1, number 2. Why does it have to be 1 or 2? Why can't, hey, I'm doing both? It's the best. We always get somebody options only. Hey, you gonna be long? Maybe. How I know, Yahi? Number 1, number 2.
Two incorporates.
It's either 1 or both.
It's 1 or both. Man, I always say ikhwan. طيب, the mess is going to come when you make your new wudu. I use the bathroom, dhuhr comes. I make a new wudu. And أدخلتهما على طهارة. I put them both on my feet while I was in a state of purification. يستحب لي أن أمسح عليهما بدل أن أنزع منهما. It's better that I wipe over them and not take them off. طيب, وهذا بقول أن الخف لا يجوز أن يمسح على القطن أو على بلاستيك أو على أي شيء آخر. And this is for those that say you can't wipe over the cotton socks. Most of us, we wear cotton socks. Most of us. Even myself. طيب, may Allah increase it all to wear the khufs more. So some scholars, they say you only can wipe over the khufs. That's some scholars. Most of the scholars of every madhab, the Hanbali madhab, Maliki madhab, Shafi madhab, Hanafi madhab, most of the people of the madhab say you only can wipe over the leather socks. The scholars later on came, generations later, and they say, no, you can wipe over any sock that's in place of the leather sock. So the people of the past, the leather sock was the sock. That wasn't a Muslim thing only. No, the non-Muslims also wore leather socks. There was their sock. Like we have Champion socks, Puma socks, Adidas socks. What kind of socks you have, Yahi? What was the Arya?
Russell.
Russell socks. Nice. Right? Back then they didn't have that. The sock was the jild, was the leather sock. Everybody wore the leather sock. So most scholars say of today, no, it's not a condition that it has to be only the leather socks. Other scholars say that was what was mentioned in the hadith. Yes, because they didn't have other than that. But it doesn't mean that if something has that same meaning, you can't use it. So that's a nice argument from the people of knowledge. If you take the position that it only can be leather socks, then you're not allowed to wipe over the cotton socks or the polyester socks or any other sock. If that's your position, la bas.
How did some of the Sahaba use socks like in Nisa'i?
Eh?
In the book of Nisa'i?
No.
Do they have that?
Many of the companions wore leather socks. If you go to Bukhari's book of dress, many scholars there, the chapter of dress, you'll see that.
Cotton socks.
Huh? Cotton? Oh, you don't really find. Mm-mm. When you say the socks, you see the khuf, in the narration, the khuf. You don't find the jawrab, or it doesn't mention what type of material was outside of the leather socks. You have to remember, ya ikhwan, almost 2,000 years ago. Some people say, I can't see how Muhammad alayhi salam could marry a little girl. Because you're thinking about now. You're thinking about 2024, 25, 23. You're thinking about 1444. You're not talking about almost 2,000 years ago. A couple years ago, in the UK, in America, a man could marry a teenage girl. That wasn't nothing. A marriage means a contract. We're not talking about having relations. No, we're talking about al-aqdu baynahum wa bayna rabbihim, the contract between themselves and between their Lord. You think about it, 2,000 years ago, almost. Their mind, that's nothing strange. They try to find something to play with Islam because they know they have nothing else. But they forget that was almost 2,000 years ago, for example. Where the woman's house was a room 2,000 years ago. Not today. You try to get married today, hey, sister, I'm trying to get married. They line up. They say, brother, where we going to live at? This little room, that's your house? That room over there, that's your house? They're going to say, oh, no, yahi. The times are different. That was Aisha's house, that little room. The house wasn't like today, mansions. No, they weren't like that. You can imagine, 2,000 years ago, yeah. For example, Hassan al-Basri used to say, if the companions saw us today, if you saw the companions, you would think they were crazy. If they saw you, they wouldn't even think you're Muslim. That's amazing, ikhwan. Many of us, myself, barely feel like you're Muslim. I hope I'm Muslim. Islam is more than just saying, I'm Muslim. Being on the sunnah is more than just say, hey, I'm on the sunnah. No, ain't an amal. Where's your action? Ain't i'tiqad. Where's your belief? Ain't husn akhlaq. Where's your good character? Ain't ibadatuka. Where's your worship? All of this includes the sunnah. It's not just, hey, I got a beard, I'm on the sunnah. No, that's one thing. Somebody can have a beard and don't pray. There are many memorizers in Egypt we met who don't pray, but can recite the book of Allah. وَلَا يُصَلِّي, and don't pray. وَيَقْرَأُهُ وَيُبْكِيكَ, and not just recite it, and he's going to make you cry. And then it's time to pray, وَهُوَ جَالِسٌ. And then the time of prayer comes, he doesn't go in the masjid to pray. But he knows the Quran, but it's not in his heart.
And wasn't Hassan al-Basri a tabi'i?
Hassan al-Basri,
at least back then,
was a tabi'i. Now.
It's a lot worse. Imagine now.
So imagine if he said that then. If you saw the companions, you would think they're crazy, how they worship Allah. But they would think you're not even Muslim. If that was then, imagine now. I give you a benefit. Straightening the roles. I want someone tomorrow, whoever leads the salah, I want you to do this. Just one day. The people are going to get mad. I just want you to be patient. Try to implement this sunnah. You're never going to see this nowadays. I want you to do it at one of the nighttime prayers when the masjid is crowded. Maghrib or Isha. Tayyib. Whoever leads the salah, but you have to be a strong person. Because somebody may get mad. This is America. Tayyib. Before you start, I want you to walk up and down each of the rows. Right? Whoever leads the salah, a nighttime prayer, when the masjid is crowded. When you're standing, everyone says the hadith is istaw. That's a sunnah. You should say it 3 times. From the hadith that's in Imam An-Nasa'i. An-Nasa'i categorized it, يقول استووا 3 مرات. An-Nasa'i's book is tremendous in fiqh. A book that we skip. He says chapter saying make the row straight 3 times. Because that's what the Prophet will do the most. طيب. Whoever leads the salah tomorrow, I want you to start and I want you to go up and down the rows of each person. And I want you to look at their feet and I want you to touch their shoulders. You're never going to see this sunnah. Nobody does this except in the Muslim countries. When the people are standing there, touch their backs of their shoulders. Make sure they're straight. Look at their feet. No matter how many rows we have, I want you to do it for every row. It's going to take a couple minutes. We get offended if it's 2 minutes past the time. People go, hey, what are you doing? It's time to pray. Jal walked. One time you're in the sunan. I don't know if the brother was trying to knock me over or no. I don't know. Give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he didn't know I was praying. Maybe. He's standing right beside me. Hey, he's trying to let you know. Yeah, it's time to pray. We know, yeah. This 2 minutes will not harm. It's not going to harm. No problem. If you can't wait, you can pray in the back. And you can go. No problem. But this is not going to harm. We're not saying be deliberately late. We're not saying that. But this couple minutes is not going to harm. It's not going to harm. We don't rush. We don't rush for nothing in our lives. When we at work, we don't rush. When we're at school, we don't rush. And then we come to the masjid and we have to rush. No. Be patient. A couple minutes, it's not going to harm. It's not going to harm. Right? So it's going to take some time to make sure each of the rows are straight. Right? I want you to try that. There are many sunan that we don't do. Straightening the rows how the companions did it. You'll be amazed. They took time. Let me see. They took time to make sure the rows are straight. Because that's what the Messenger of Allah taught them. Alayhi salatu salam. Not to rush. That's the sunnah. قال النبي عليه الصلاة والسلام فإن إقامة الصلاة the Messenger likes to say استو فإن make the row straight فإن تصوية الصف من إقامة الصلاة. From making sure the rows are straight is from the completion of the prayer. It's from the establishment of the salah. And many of us come, Allahu Akbar. It's the sunnah of the Imam to look. Many scholars of al-fiqh, they say, إذا الإمام لا يحقق الصف فيأثم ويخالف السنة. Many scholars, they say, if the Imam just walks up, Allahu Akbar, and does not check to make sure the rows are straight, he committed a sin. And the ma'mumun didn't do anything wrong. They say that's the sunnah of the Imam. But the Prophet of Allah used to yuhaqqiqu as-saf. He used to make sure the rows were straight. And one hadith, the Messenger of Allah, he says, أَقِيمُوا صُفُوفَكُمْ he will say, align your rows straight, فَلَا تَخْتَلِفُوا, and do not be divided. فَتَخْتَلِفَ قُلُوبَكُمْ. And if you are divided, your hearts will be divided. The companions, one thing they would do was make sure their rows were straight. In the hadith of Anas, it mentions, Safwan, come. You guys stop playing ikhwan. Anas mentions, we will put our shoulders next to our brother, and our ankles, and our knees. What does it mean, his knees? Let's see who's the Bukhari of our group.
When they're like this position?
Hey, when you're in the jalsa, when you're sitting. Some people misunderstand the narrations. And you see people nowadays standing up, trying to break their brother's knee to put his knee next to his knee. The person is side by side, he looks at the hadith of Anas, shoulder to shoulder, that's clear. Ankle to ankle, that's clear. You can see one brother, hey, I gotta pick my knee. He said his knee. Not like that, yeah. When they're in the jalsa, when they're sitting, they will get close. His knee was to the knee of his brother in the sitting posture. So you'll be amazed, ikhwan. Many things that we don't do nowadays. If the companions saw us today, they wouldn't even recognize us to be Muslims, ikhwan. Even if we have on a thobe, or a kufi, or an imama, or a jilbab, or a khimar, min a'malina, from our actions, they wouldn't recognize us. So we hope we're on the sunnah. Look, man, last point. You have your hand up? I thought you had your hand up. طيب, let's stop there, يا إخوان. May Allah bless you all. وسبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. وإياكم يا إخوان. Keep up the good work, يا إخوان. May Allah bless you all. May Allah bless you all. I have a gift, ya ikhwan, for someone who didn't go with us to our trip. Myra didn't go, just give this for Myra. It's the explanation of the book we were doing, and we went to the Sheikh and Alana. May Allah bless you. So tomorrow, I want you to do that, ya ikhwan. Implement that sunnah. Hopefully, what doesn't leave. If it leads to fights, then we're not going to do it again.